Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to walk you through how to remove all viruses, malware, adware, and spyware from your Windows computer, and I am doing this on Windows 11. And to get started, we're going to go ahead and download a free tool called Malwarebytes, and any website I visit will be linked down in the notes down in the video description. We're going to click on free download, and then we're going to go ahead and open it up to install it. Install, make sure to click personal, click skip this step, and then we're going to click on open. Get started, maybe later, continue with free trial, and then open. And then if it asks for your email address, click on skip, and then we're going to click the little gear icon in the bottom left, and then go to scan and detections. Make sure all of these toggles are turned on, and then we're going to go back to the dashboard. And then from here, we're going to click this little menu option right here and go to advanced scan, and we're going to do a deep scan. And you just want to let this run until it's fully completed. If it finds any results, it will give you the option to remove them. Next up is Emsisoft, also linked down in the notes. We're going to click on download now, and it should automatically start downloading. And then once it's ready, go ahead and open it up. We're going to click on install, and then you'll have to click on accept. Now it should have updated on its own, but if it did not, just click on update now. Make sure you do that before you run the scan. And then once you've ensured that you are up to date, you'll just click the malware scan option, and just same as before, let it run until it's fully completed. If it finds any results, it will give you the option to remove them. Now the next scanner, HitmanPro, is not free, but it does have a free trial that you can use. And so we're going to go ahead and download the 64-bit. And then once the download is complete, go ahead and open and run it. And then from here, just go ahead and click on next, and then next. Now keep in mind that this is a free trial, and so if you have no intention of paying, you might as well just do the one-time scan, but this is up to you. I would not add an email address. If you do, make sure to uncheck this box and then click on next. It should start the scan. If you get this message, make sure to close all of your web browsers. Once the scan has completed, it will give you a list of results. It will let you know if it found anything malicious. I would stick with just the default actions and then click on next, and then you can close it out. Now you can download and install a free third-party antivirus software, and these are very common ones. However, you do have to keep in mind that free antivirus programs are notorious for collecting user data and then selling that data. And if you've already bought and paid for an antivirus, you could use that, but I recommend just using the built-in Windows security, which can be found down here in the system tray. If I click on it and open it up here, a couple of things we want to double check while we're in this menu is just first check to make sure that your firewall is enabled, and then click the back button, and then let's go to virus and threat protection. And real quick, let's go to manage settings and just double check to make sure everything is enabled and turned on, and then click the back button. And if we scroll down a little bit, protection updates, go ahead and make sure that you are up to date. And then once up to date, we're going to click the back button. And one other thing before we actually start the scan, if you've had issues with ransomware, you can come down here and toggle this option on. Just note that it is a bit of a nuisance. Yes, it will stop ransomware, but it will also stop legitimate applications from installing or making changes as well. So that's a decision that you're going to have to make. Regardless, I'll click the back button, go to scan options, and we're going to do a full scan. Scroll down and hit scan now, and just let that run until it's fully completed. You'll notice a common theme with every scan we've run is to make sure things are up to date, and that even applies to your operating system. And so click on the Windows Start button, search for settings and open that up, and then go down to Windows Updates and click check for updates just to make sure that you are up to date, because again, it does include security updates that can help protect you. If you go back down to the Windows Start button, type in MRT and go ahead and open it up. Now this is Windows built-in malicious software removal tool, and if somehow, some way you don't have this on your computer, you can download it from Microsoft.com, link down below in the show notes. We can see it's been updated this year, version 5.139, which is what we have on the computer. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on next, and you'll want to do a full scan. I will point out that this is not the most robust tool. It doesn't hurt to run it, but there's very specific things this looks for. And so don't be surprised if it comes back with no results, but go ahead and click on next and just let that run until it's fully completed. Now those are all the scans that you can run, and they do a good job, but to really get the best result and really clean your computer out, there are some manual things you do need to do. And one of the biggest things is clean out your web browser. And so if I open up Google Chrome, for example, the first thing you want to do with any browser is open up the menu, find the help or about option, and when you click on this, it's going to make sure that your browser is up to date, which includes security updates. And then next, go back to the menu, find the extension option on your browser, and when you open up extensions, it should give you a list of all the extensions on your web browser. Extensions are fun and convenient, but they are terrible for security, and they're also bad for privacy in most situations. And so the best thing you can do is clean this out and remove as much as possible. in general, I do recommend no extensions if you can accomplish that. And so I'm going to hit remove. One extension I might make an exception for is a password manager. If there is an extension you cannot part ways with, at least disable it while it's not in use. And then if I click the menu again, find settings, other common things you want to adjust in your web browsers are the search engine. Google is very common, but a more privacy respecting search option is DuckDuckGo, and then search for home. And if I scroll down here, you just want to double check that your home page has not been adjusted, which can happen if you get malware on the computer. And if I go over here to on startup, we also just want to double check that these options have not changed and that nothing malicious has been entered into this field. Now, there are a lot of web browsers out there that you might be using, but that's the basic concept: is open it up, make sure it's up to date, remove as many extensions as you can. And one thing I did fail to mention, if I open up Chrome again and go back to the menu, if you've had problems with viruses and malware, it's a good idea to also clean out the browsing history out of your browsers. And so if I click on history here, I'm going to click on delete browsing data, and we're going to just clean out everything all time. And I'm going to go ahead and check all of the boxes and delete. And again, I would do that on all of your web browsers. I would also recommend that you move towards a privacy-oriented web browser. While Chrome and Edge do a decent job of security, they are terrible for privacy. Same with the Opera web browser. And so I recommend going to Firefox or one of these privacy browsers down below. If you really like Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or even Opera, use Brave. It's Chromium-based, which means it's built on the same foundation as Chrome, Edge, Opera, but it does a much better job at privacy. Regardless of which web browser you use, again, make sure it's up to date, remove as many extensions as you can, change the search option to DuckDuckGo or Start Page or some other privacy respecting search option, and that should help you increase privacy and security. Now go down to the Start menu, search for Settings, and click on it. Click on Apps, and then Installed Apps. Now this is a list of everything that's installed on your computer. If you've had problems with malware or viruses, there's a good possibility you installed something bad or someone installed something bad on your computer. And so you need to go through this entire list and uninstall as much as possible. Really scrub and clean out this list. And this is also a good opportunity just to get the junk and clutter out. It'll help your computer run more efficiently. It will run better. It also will increase privacy because you'll have less applications on your computer that will spy on you. A lot of applications, legitimate or not, do collect a lot of user data and sell it. And so when you find something that needs to be removed, just click the menu option, hit uninstall. The better job you do at scrubbing this list, the better result you will have in security, performance, and privacy. Also, if I close this and right click on the Start menu and click Task Manager, and then click this Startup Apps option here on the left-hand side. You'll also want to go through and disable as much as you can on this list. This is just all the stuff running in the background. It will also help your computer boot up quicker if it has less things that it has to start every time you turn the computer on or restart it. And so to disable, just click on something, hit the disable option. If you don't know what something is, it could be related to malware. If you've had malware on the computer, just do an internet search to see what it is and do a little research. I do also want to point out, don't leave Malwarebytes installed. We're just using that to clean out the computer. We don't want to add to the clutter. And so make sure to click on the option here to uninstall it and remove it once you're done with it. Emsisoft does not install the same way, so it's not going to show up on this list. You shouldn't have to worry about it. Now, the majority of you should be good to go after running through all those steps. However, if somehow, some way you're still running into issues, click on the Windows Start button again, search for Settings, and once you open up Settings, type in Reset, and then click on Reset This PC, and then right here, Reset This PC, click on the Reset PC button, and you're going to have two options. Click on the top option. It will remove apps and settings, but will keep your files, and so you will need to go back and reinstall your applications and adjust your settings afterwards, but your files will be there. I would still get into the habit of backing everything up just in case. If you do this option and you're still having issues, then go ahead and nuke everything. This will fully wipe the drive, reinstall Windows, and make it basically as if the computer was new. If you do have any comments or questions, please post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider sharing it. And if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and hit that join button to become a member for as low as 99 cents a month, the thanks button, the subscribe button, or that bell notification icon to get notifications on future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.